All right, so this is Burt's sweater, the very same, in the making. You can see two finished sleeves, hooray. And we can see the body of the sweater. There's the bottom here. And moving up, we've started the chart, the Cliffs of Despair. And today in this video, I'm going to talk about the charts and how I have changed them and printed them out and tried to work with them to make them as easy as possible to work with. First, we'll start by looking at the actual pattern. This is our hotel room mess. This is the actual pattern. It is Lake Louise, and so you can see a better picture. This is what it's meant to look like. So you can see there's leaves, and I guess it's a snowflake there in the middle. It's got a placket. This is a traditional Norwegian design, so it will be steeked. The whole body is knit in the round and then cut on the sides and then resewn, and then the sleeves are sewn in. And this part here is to be duplicate stitched, same with the sleeves. So, because otherwise it would be intarsia, which I don't do. I don't know if I'm doing duplicate stitch either. So anyway, we got that much so far and a little bit up here. What I started with was a big printout of the chart. And here's the magnetic board, you can see it. Here we have, so this is just the front going across. That's 1/2 of a row. I'll put this down and see if I can make it go the way I want it to. Almost, not quite. And let's see. This chart is almost 22 inches across. This is just the upper chart of the sweater. But this is something that Burt helped me with to make this chart bigger, because the way the chart comes with the pattern, it's not even close to 22 inches. It is here on the paper. You can see the designs very nicely, but if you take a look at, the measurements, I might give you some motion sickness here. It is just about 8 or 7.5 inches across. This is terribly difficult to work with. Plus we had to add a few stitches over here and a few stitches over here to augment the size so that it would fit properly. And again, this is the part that's duplicate stitch. So after looking at this and saying, oh my god, that's insane, we made this. Printed it out on a couple of big pieces of paper, matched it up, taped it together. This is actually upside down right now, so see the duplicate stitches up here. Good planning on my part for this video. Then I redid it again. At work, I cut up a box of printer paper. I enlarged this chart. And I made it so that you know those bamboo things, sushi rollers that can lay flat and roll up nicely so that you can take them places. I decided to try that with this chart. So it's a little bit bigger, and it's not laying quite as flat as I would like to. You can see the placket highlighted in the middle, and groups of 10 are shaded or not alternately, so that I have a better chance of not losing my place. I'm still going to use the Post-its because that works really well for me. I like that. And where am I in this pattern? I am, here is where I marked it. Oh, there we go again. So, where that little dot is, I have that much more of these rows to go. I did a similar thing with the sleeve chart. The sleeve chart in the pattern was also small, like this on a piece of paper. You kind of work with it, but if you work with it for a long time, your eyes hurt. You lose your place. So for a while I was working on this one, which as you can see has traveled many places. It's pretty worn out. But then I did the same thing and I made another chart that rolls up like this so that I can take it with me easily, and that worked. They worked okay in the car. And so now I'm going to start pretty soon on what appears to be row 42 of the top chart. But hopefully this version of the chart will be much more comfortable to work with. And those are my charts.